All right, we are live right now. What up, everybody? All right, so we're back with another video about the whole Kai situation. New details that's been going about. It's excited. This is like my second day doing this live stream. Once I figure out how to utilize it and everything else, I've been getting a lot of updates on the video. And like I said, I just really want to dive in, give my 2 cents about it, and keep going forward. If you hear any noise in the background, I do have a fan on the side to try to keep me cool because I am my robe and everything else. And we're just gonna go from here. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. So let me go add here. Let me see. Share. See what it looks like. Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. About to start.
Brother to brother, your boy KC 3000. You got Draymond Green.
It's Jalen Green. I'm gonna keep it a beat with y'all. I don't really see that much of a problem.
Wait. Zion Williamson.
He did get that Zion. Kai got hit with a Zion. It's kind of tough. Woman went on Twitters and tried to expose and put all their business out there. I'm gonna keep it a beat. We got a real conversation.
Let's have a conversation.
We got a real conversation.
But do you know all the details?
No, I don't. Let's
Okay. So first things first. Kai openly admitted to not tricking.
You be tricking?
Do I be tricking?
You be tricking?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait, but remember,
Absolutely
remember
not.
that he openly admitted he paid before.
Is he openly?
He said in that same podcast he said he paid.
That's crazy. That's what they don't tell you. Also, this isn't his first time being caught up with some internet box. He's also had a woman take pictures of him.
I think it's the same woman.
I'm on stream right now. Did you just post me in my room as if I won't?
You got me up, and that's just what it is.
What? Why did you record? What the? What? You literally just posted my mafia rug in my room. What is you posting that for?
You really tried me, and that's just what it is. You trying to get loud for your stream?
To everything I love, say no more. Yo, God bless.
So now, friend Kai Ceant, family Kai Ceant, right? He's taking a different approach. Now he's having them sign NDAs.
Yeah.
Now he's paying for the pussy direct. And that's where Layla Red comes in. His Mariah Mills.
Did he actually pay?
Well, that's what she's saying that he did. We got all these receipts where she's claiming that he sent $5,000 via Apple Cash. He scratched up her neck, stuff like that. And they've got all these texts about Kai sending addresses. Yo, come here. I'm eating with my homegirl, she says. But I'll slide after, baby. He says, how long? She says, we just got here. How long you taking? Da 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 da. They keep going. This is another screenshot where there's another $5,000 sent. And he says,
Yesterday, I was reviewing all the text messages and things of that nature. Come to find out, and not try to spoil anybody. And before I even get to it, like all that is fake. To be honest, come to find out, all of it was fake, botched up. Anybody can set the text messages in a certain way by photoshopping it and looking in a certain way, which I didn't even know you can simply do that. So it's just amazing on how fast technology is, because men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So with the whole 5K and everything else, even if it was true, right? Why go out your way and out him out publicly? Because now he come to find out recently, from what I heard, that he decided to sue because she decided to go violate the NDA and threatened to blackball them, as far as like, if you don't do this for me, I'm gonna post your news, which is revenge corn, and you get in a lot of trouble for that. That's really all I have to say for that about that part for right now.
I bet that pussy's so good. She says it's still wet too. You have me so wet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all we know, she has this name saved as Kai Ceant.
Yeah.
This is their first initial agreement too about Cash App and them sending money, Apple Pay. This looks like an exchange for money, right? And then as I federally zoom in, you can see that there was a specific city in Atlanta that look like where they normally stay. Is that okay to pay for pussy?
We have a real conversation. 5,000 is crazy.
5,000 is crazy.
But there's no such pussy that's worth 5,000 unless you actually in a relationship with her.
Spoiler, right?
Any?
No.
Okay. I'm asking. I'm just asking.
Let's say he did pay. I'm confused too. What do you all think men like that do? We're having a very real conversation, and this is somebody who cheated. Now, let's go have a real conversation, because the internet was on my ass about lying. When you have somebody who is constantly busy, constantly working, let's just in this idea of this man, a man who if he starts to date, he can't do it in a normal sense. What do you all want him to do?
I think that they think that he should be able to just shoot in people's DMs, be like a super riz god, talk to women just on the day-to-day when he's streaming for 10 hours a day, have them pull up to the house like normal people would. I think that's what they think, but I think I see where you're coming from. Porn star, I could just Apple Cash her and she can get herself to my house and I can fuck. I think it's quite simple.
Y'all already try to tear this man down because of so many other things. And so now, if this is true, when somebody's having a genuine interaction back and forth with somebody else about how they maneuver and stuff like that, and it's with two consenting adults, do y'all think that someone like Kai can date normally like everybody else can? Do y'all think that a lot of these men have the concept and time to go out and date and get to know someone? And even if you think that they do,
to be honest, like I always like want to be famous and want to be rich when I was young and things of that nature, and seeing how people move when they find out you not only just got clout but also have money. I'd rather be rich and be behind the scenes than to be in front of everybody's face and I have nothing but clout, regardless if I have money or not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's dangerous. It's one thing you can, because you can hide yourself. You can hide and blend in within the crowd of, hey, I have six figures. I can blend in the crowd as long as I don't go out here dressed in a certain way, driving the latest car and doing all the whoop-de-woo just to show off and show out because I have a whole bunch of attention. Versus, okay, I have a lot of money in my pocket, got a lot of money in the bank. I could do what I have to do, spend here, spend there, go on this trip here. And, I could just be behind the scenes of doing this, then a third. I have several friends on social media that you would assume that they're banking. You know what I'm saying? I have a friend that I know from high school. She goes on trips everywhere. And it's cool to take pictures here and show your lifestyle, things of that nature. But for me, if me and that person were to switch shoes, I would, but I would do it on a later date. I would take pictures here. I would take pictures there, show off what I got doing and everything else. But I want a lot of attention on my end to show how I'm moving, how I'm doing, just because, I want to show off and show out and show that I have a good time. A lot of people would take that and run with it. A lot of people just can't just sit still and just be like, hey, let me just take care of this. Let me take care of that. Let me buy this clothes. Let me buy that clothes and just be happy with it. A lot of people will take that, run with it, and do the utmost just for attention. So if I were to have a choice between being rich and or being famous, I'd rather just be rich and just live behind the scenes. So, yeah.
What if they don't want to be in a fucking relationship? What if he has the mental capacity to understand that he is not in a situation in his life right now where he can genuinely date with some form of purpose? What if he understands like, hey, I'm not in a situation right now to be in a relationship, so I'm not even going to lead on a woman to make her believe that I want a relationship. I'm not doing none of those things. I'm not going to act like I want to be in one. I'm not going to lie to you, do all that stuff. I know what I want. I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to waste my time doing all those things. I don't have time to be doing back and forth and getting involved emotionally, This is what I want. I want it as convenient as possible because I'm a very busy person.
You know what I think is also interesting here is that people claim that men pay for pussy in general.
5,000 is crazy.
5,000 is crazy.
If you did that, Kai, that's crazy.
But 5,000 is 5,000.
5,000 is 5,000 to her.
I try to justify it.
5,000 is 5,000 to her.
So people claim you pay for pussy anyway. You take a woman on a date. You got to gas up your car, get your hair cut. You may pay for her nails or whatever the case may be. Get there to her. Take her out to the restaurant. Take her out to the movies or whatever the case may be. Tickets and stuff is inflated. It's high right now. Drop her off. And that is for the chance to get pussy. What if you could cut the line?
I'm about to say, I think it's hard to ask that question when someone is as busy as Kai, though. Like the dynamics of what they do on a day-to-day basis. So,
and he has a point. I was trying to pause it, but he has a point as far as like in a way of dating. There's an argument for it, there's a connection for it, of where if you are dealing with an individual, like for me as a man, if I were to take an individual out on 3 separate dates, the same individual, right? And let's say $30 for the haircut, $60 for food or dinner, wherever the case might be, and let's say I take it to the arcade and that costs about like $60. But the arcade and with the food together, that's what, $120. With the haircut, $150. I'm not even counting the gas. How far or what's the distance between the two? It's already an investment in there. Now, 150 times it by 3, that's $450. And certain dudes would not be able to not even get a lick in on the first day or on the second day. They probably had, or not even on the third day, just being striked out and keep taking this person out on dates, and dates. You know what I'm saying? That's in the way of, if you look at it in a certain way, that could be looked at as like, okay, this is a payment of me taking the individual out and doing the utmost just the chance of getting some box, versus, okay, I'm dealing with the individual and the individual say, hey, just pay me $300 up front, boom, 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 woo, and you get it right there at the spot. It's technically the same way. There's an argument for it, but one is politically or correct, or where you're supposed to do things that way, because a lot of safety involvement of doing that, or where you don't want to pass certain diseases, or is the easy money to make here, regardless of the reason of why, socially is not acceptable. That's one thing we can say. But that's also go to my other point of where I'd be telling certain dudes, or where I have a 3-date rule. You know what I'm saying? If I'm taking an individual out on the third date or whatever the case might be, or somewhere, usually you're supposed to have like a 3-date rule. If you're taking an individual out on a date and you are spending your hard-earned money on a date and that person do not sleep with you on any of those 3 dates, you should try to look the other way. And the reason why I have that sort of mindset, and the reason why you should have that sort of rule, I don't care how bad, I mean, unless she's waiting until marriage and you also waiting for marriage as well too, that could be one thing. But besides all that, and regardless of her reasoning, she can come up with a million reasons. Some are valid and some are not valid. I don't care. For me, I don't care what the reason is. If a individual were to tell me, hey, we go on 3 separate dates, and the individual who is not giving me the time of the day of engaging in adult fun, I am about to look out the door. I'm about to see what else is out there, because you cannot sit here and tell me and say that, oh, well, I went through a traumatic experience, or, oh, hey, I usually wait people to see what the character is, things of that nature. Same thing with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to see that money back. I'm not dating just to take you out and just feed you and just spend my time. I could literally do that with anybody. I'm taking my time out to get to know you and see where we can go from here. But if you make it as far as a far reach, or where, oh, I had to spend extra, like I have interest, like how certain people with certain credits, or where, and then you try to get a car, right? And based on your credit, the let's say the basic value of a certain car is 500, right? The basic of your credit, depending on what it is, if you have an excellent credit, instead of paying for that 500, they might turn around and say, hey, you could pay 375 because you have excellent credit. You're really reliable, right? But if you have terrible credit, instead of you paying that 500, you're paying 700, right? So what I'm trying to draw the connection here is that you could be talking to an individual, and that individual can turn around and say, hey, based off my attraction level to you, it is so low that you're going to have to make more an investment for me to feel comfortable to deal with you. Versus on the other hand, hey, my attraction scale to you is so high, you really don't have to make that much investment for me to feel comfortable for you to do this, that, and the third with me. Matter of fact, shoot, we could just do it right here, right now. Right? So why would you waste your time to pay extra with interest with this individual when you can go out and get another car, or go to another dealership that be more offering and be more reliable to pay less, you know what I'm saying, without no interest? It be in your favor, instead of, okay, I got to do this, that, and the third. That's just how my whole thing. I know I just went off subject, but that just was my whole thing as far as like the 3 dating rule. Like I'm not sure. Nah, all the girls that I dealt with in my dating history, it never really passed. Once it passed the 3rd date, either I'd sit there and be like friends with them, probably when I was younger, probably in my early 20s, probably like 21, 22, 23 the most. After that, it's like after the third date or whatever the case might be, if I ain't seeing no action, I'm gone. I'm not wasting no time. And a lot of people can say that before I even go back and press play, a lot of people can say that's selfish. A lot of people can say, oh, that's wrong. You did for the wrong reasons. Well, what else I'm supposed to think? Yeah, we're supposed to get to know each other. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I'm going out my way for you. It's a risk for me to talk to you as much as a risk for you to talk to me. Period. It goes the same direction. You can't say, oh, I could end up getting pregnant. Okay, you can get me for child support. You can't say, oh, well, you know, I don't want you to look at me in a certain way. Well, you could also look at me in a certain way as an ATM as well, too. Oh, hey, I don't want to end up in catching any sort of diseases. Okay, well, I don't want to, we can both get tested. Oh, I just don't want to just be a number. Same here. I just don't want to be a number financially. You know what I'm saying? Because when an individual is really, really attracted to you, when an individual, now my close friend I know for years, he hates when I use this example, but I say this all the time. If a individual, and I know a lot of people don't see, or some people do see Michael B. Jordan in a certain way, but I use him in all my examples of where if Michael B. Jordan was to be able to come to your city, to your town, and is able to speak to whoever you're talking to, that individual that's giving you a hard time and had that high interest rate just for her to feel comfortable enough to deal with you, I promise you, when Michael B. Jordan come around or whoever she's a fan of comes around and try to talk to her, she would not be having that much of an issue to deal with him. Even if you take Michael B. Jordan out of the whole equation, whoever she finds highly attractive to, he's not going to pay the same interest rate as you as the person with a low level of attraction. And that's facts. That's facts. That's the same thing for a guy. If you see a girl that's I don't know, IG model, whatever the case might be, you're gonna treat her completely different than a female that works at your job, and she either have multiple kids, she either overweight, she don't fit your description of what you find attractive, she had terrible hygiene. It could be a multiple reasons of why, hey, I don't want to deal with this certain individual, versus an IG model and she's coming through the door and she checks all the boxes physically. It goes both ways. So let's keep going.
Drastically different from everyone else that I can't even put myself in that situation, even though I'm probably busier than the average person as well. I couldn't even fathom what it's like to basically wake up, sun up to sundown, and you're in constant work mode, to the point where Kai's had multiple 24-hour streams. Kai's had like several different things that he could or could not do. And for people out there who want to sit here and say, oh, well, you don't think nobody wants to just give up pussy to Kai and da-da-da-da, it's not that. You also have
this a risk
of protecting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you got somebody who was in your room and Kai said they didn't do anything, so they didn't do anything. That's what you run the risk of when you're just dealing with random women who decide, hey, I want to give up XYZ to you. And now all of a sudden now you're dealing with pregnancy scares and stuff like that. You're dealing with people who are stalkers, people who have your address, your location. You can't trust them. They following you. People who are now getting emotionally involved with things they said that they weren't actually going to get emotionally involved with. You keep your part of your identity and who you are amongst two people. When you're dealing with random women, you don't know what's going to fucking happen. And we already seen an example of that. So even though, yes, I'm not even saying that Kai couldn't actually just go out and get random pussy. I'm not saying that it could or could not happen. What I am saying, however, is that there is a reason why certain men do the route of paying for pussy. And personally, it's two consenting adults. I don't give a fuck. And if anything, I think she makes herself look even crazier.
She looks weird.
You look crazy.
Wait, don't jump. Because she gonna make herself look crazy. But I will say, this is why the rappers and the athletes and the ball, all these people, that's why they pass around the same 2 to 3 women over and over and over again. It's because these are women that have an understanding of a caliber. They've already spun the block and they know what's the risk of being with me.
Yeah,
said rapper athlete. But we've got to hear her story, though. We've got to hear her explanation.
Okay. Y'all know I'm not going nowhere without getting a motherfucking bag. But to try to hush me up and keep me quiet and not even come through with the come through. Man, this y'all favorite streamer. You know I ain't want to be the one to break the bad news, but grown man pay for pussy. You was supposed to pay me my other half to keep quiet. You didn't. I hit you up. You didn't want to respond. You thought I was going to take the little chump change that you paid me not to say nothing. No, bitch. I need all my motherfucking funds. I'm just gonna put this shit all over the world and I'm gonna get my funds from everybody else. Oh, we taking people to court? I'm ready to take you to court, little P. Diddy Jr. You tried to sell me to one of your homies and all that shit. Don't forget about it. I got all that.
Probably the most outrageous part was the P. Diddy Jr. The P. Diddy Jr.
that was
is
crazy.
insane. As a sex worker, you have a high profile client. The last thing you would want to do is snitch on that high profile client.
That's why I think she's lying. If you actually are a sex worker and that's what you are identifying as, I'm not going nowhere unless I get the bag. You supposed to pay me the rest of my half my money. Stay quiet. You would never do all of this because that would effectively fuck up any other type of clientele that you would have.
And that's facts.
That right there is the reason why I actually just don't
A
believe
lot
the
of
same
people-
thing that she's saying.
And I don't
lot
know
of
if this
people-
is era
hold on.
of the new age sex
Pauses.
worker to try to get
In my theory, right, when it comes to people on the other side that do engage in adult payment fund activities, I think that a lot of people would try to keep it disclosed because keep in mind, like I said earlier, those type of activities are where, hey, you got two different routes to take, right? Either you pay $150 or where you're dealing with a female and you pay with her $150 up front and you just smash her and keep going about your business, right? That is viewed unethically. Versus the other hand, right? You take a girl out, you have 3 different dates. You take her the girl out, you pay $150 on the first date, nothing. You pay $150 again on the second date, nothing again. It's when the third date comes in, okay, you pay $450, and then finally she let you hit. Now, it's $300 between the difference between the two, or where you're paying $150 just for, okay, you meet a female, you smash, boom, 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 you get out the way, versus the one that you just started talking to, right? You're paying $450. One is viewed unethically. One is viewed unethically, and the other one is viewed ethically. Now, you can blame it on religious reasons, religious morals, or whatever the case might be, but when it comes to this line of work, when it comes to people indulging, male or female, indulging in this behavior, regardless if it's heterosexual or homosexual or whatever the dynamics might be, you don't want to be the person being the blow whistler, right? And especially if you're if you're in the dynamic of the employee. If I'm a man and I am paying you to deal with me, I am basically your employer. I am paying you to do services to do to me, right? And I don't want my business disclosed to the public. If I am paying you X amount of dollars to engage in this behavior and you were to turn around and start, and I'm seeing you talking to other people or making a public announcement about what we do behind the scenes, we're going to have an issue about it. I don't want my business disclosed about, oh, hey, he is doing this with this person. He is doing that with that person. That's when you sign NDAs. NDAs are non-disclosure agreements, or where if you go out your way and you disclose what happened behind the scenes, regardless if you take pictures, regardless of saying anything, you are liable, or where you have to pay me causing damages, because I don't want my public image to be damaged. And that just basically it. That just means just breaking the whole thing down. A lot of people don't want their business out there. Common sense. Let's keep going.
their specific OnlyFans popping or some sort of validity in that area. This happened to Lil Baby not too long ago. There was this woman that came out and said that she was with Lil Baby. She claimed she had video evidence, all this stuff like that. And then it just fell off the face of the earth. But she was an OnlyFans mom. I believe that she did a similar thing to this lady right here. Use that to promote herself. You selling me off to your homeboys who you would probably assume also have the same amount of money. We just talked about rappers having the same 2 to 3 women in rotation. If you were really about getting your bag in this fashion, why would you cut your nose to spite your face, bite the hand that feeds you? Why would you cut that person off who would then subsequently cut you off from the next 2, 3, are for potential clients that you could have in your line of work. That doesn't make any type of sense at all. As an entrepreneur, as a sex worker, as anybody with any sort of common sense at all. Wait, the P. Diddy Jr. comments.
I just think that's a crazy thing to say. I think that you say that stuff to be nasty and try to put identity on someone, when the truth of the matter is that if you are claiming that you are a sex worker, which it sounds like you, that's literally what you're saying, you sell yourself to someone every single day. So as long as you was consenting with Kai or whoever, going from one person to the next, again, what's the problem with that? You are trying to play this morality code when you effectively are arguing yourself. You're saying that you are a sex worker. So the idea that, oh, well, I'll give you XYZ if you smash my homeboy, you probably already agree with that anyway.
Yeah, but I kind of gets a chance to respond.
Okay.
So this is him responding to the receipts that she put out.
Nothing there. She saved that Layla Red in my phone. Kiara Rush, I'm on you now. Kiara Rush, we call you KR now. Go to November. Stop. Flyer artist, hairstylist, facial lady, flyer artist. Layla fucking Red. $50 for your fucking dumbass Uber, bitch. What are you talking about, nigga? Stop talking about. Yo, word of my mother. Let me tell you niggas something, bro. Stop speaking on me.
People act like when you send messages or there's two-way communication that the other person doesn't have the proof. He's sending you money. So there has to be on the other end some proof there. Legally, Apple doesn't delete those. Your bank doesn't delete your Zelle transactions, because if something were to go down, you should be able to prove that in court. Without a shadow of a doubt, there shouldn't be any ability to manipulate, change people's names, all that stuff. Once it's sent, it's sent. Why do people act as if the other side doesn't have that and won't be ready to put that out there that you're lying? I never get that in all of these conversations ever. It makes no damn sense.
You look so stupid. And again, this is why, especially when we talk about like screenshots and text messages, why you don't really believe screenshots as much unless the other person is cooperating with like the argument or whatever is being stated. So like we just got done with a Fresh and Fit video. Walter openly admitted that he nutted inside of her. So he cooperated with a lot of things that were being said in those text messages. You sitting here claiming that somebody sent $5,000 to you as if like I would not be able to pull up the receipts immediately is crazy. And also, as a sidebar, nigga, anybody can just change the contact information on somebody's name and claim that this is a conversation that we've had with someone else. So if you really are of that life, of that ilk, you just sat here and did some dumb shit. But again,
sabotage your whole business,
whole lifestyle and all that part of like what goes on and transpires with some people is too taboo for a lot of people to think like clearly. Just stop and think for a second. Instead of you sitting here trying to grasp on the straws, you get caught up in drama. It wouldn't even make sense for someone who does what she claims she does to out someone like Kai. Even if you feel like, oh, you got shorted an extra XYZ amount of money, you're gonna lose even more in the long run by being this loud about it. And now you look even crazier by claiming that, and this is why I hope he does take her to court. Like, what the fuck is you doing? You sitting here throwing P. Diddy allegations on somebody knowing that what's going on right now?
I'm sure it does make him sign the NDAs.
Yes, he does. When you go to the, you got to sign it.
If I walk in there, I got to sign the NDA?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
So every time you've been to that?
I had to sign it.
Oh, wow.
And I'm it's not like they don't even know me. I still have to sign one.
Who you smashing?
Nobody. That's the funny part. We were doing playback. We joke about that, about like how I had to go up there and sign NDA, and it's like, nigga, I'm not no overnight. You know what I mean? I'm not like no jump off, nigga. I'm mean, nigga.
When you walk in the door.
Not in the door. When you walk through the gate, when you pull up through the gate, they won't even let you through the gate. You have to sign an NDA. So this idea that you're gonna get that off is crazy.
And what's also funny is that, being petty, Kai bought a bunch of domain names with like combinations of her name. So anytime anybody searches anything on Google, it's a site that he's purchased. So her whole the algorithm or whatever you want to say is already fucked up.
Oh, so that's what you think she just did this for her own OF plug?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You do it for the OF plug, say this happened, get your name trending in the algorithm, circulated or whatever. You have people come to your OnlyFans. They talked about doing that on like Fresh and Fit. They go in there, they get bashed. Then people flood the OnlyFans to see what's going on, and then you keep the straggler. But now your stuff has so much traffic. Your name has traffic, and it's being directed in other places. People can't find you. They won't find you. And if you think that specifically like a Kai Ceant's audience is going to stay there for the long term, that's stupid. But even if people did, that cuts off the high price clientele that you could have had in the future in your line of.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, people miserable, my nigga. Like, you are a miserable soul. You have no heart. You are a piece of shit willing to tear down somebody else to increase temporary money that nobody gives a fuck about. I'm gonna say I knew that shit was fake, bro. $5,000, my nigga. What? You talking about you gotta pay?
But regardless of the situation, regardless of the whole thing, just for get some attention And the whole thing is to say that, hey, you know, so-and-so is doing this, knowing the fact that you signed an NDA, knowing the fact that you're not supposed to do X, Y, and Z, and knowing the fact that you're just going to sit there and lie and get and mess with the whole situation just because you want to get some attention. It's just straight stupid. It's just straight stupid because it doesn't make any sense for you to risk it all and get yourself in trouble financially so that you can simply say, oh, hey, I'm able to do this, that, and a third, and I'm able to expose this individual for what is she doing? I mean, what is he doing from her perspective? You know what I'm saying? You lose clientele. Nobody wants that attention as far as I am going out my way to pay for some adult fun. No dude wants that sort of attention. No woman wants that sort of attention because it is viewed negatively in the public. And if you become a flight risk as far as, hey, if I'm around so-and-so or if so-and-so is at my place, yeah, people can put the two to two together and naturally assume, oh, they smashing or oh, they doing this, that, and the third. But it's a assumption versus a confirmation. I can go to, let's say I go to New York and a female that's a adult actress, right? Me and her hanging out, eating food at, I don't know, some sort of restaurant or whatever. You can assume, oh, okay, they are smashing. But did me and the other person say, okay, me and her linked up? Did the other person have any pictures or videos of us doing anything? If the answer is no, right, you don't know. You can't assume either or. You just gotta know that, hey, I'm with this person at this certain set of time, and we're walking from point A to point B, and we're just taking pictures, right? And I could, let's say I did smash this person behind the scenes, right? You wouldn't know, right? And let's say if I did pay just to get engaged in those activities, right? You still wouldn't know because it's behind the scenes, right? I'll be doing X, Y, and Z. It's behind the scenes. You wouldn't know. But if I'm dealing with the individual and that individual become a flight risk of where now my business could be exposed at any time of the day, I ain't rocking with you because you're not going to be sitting here being a hazard. And I checked out her Instagram, her Twitter. And boy, when I see them videos of her doing the do, she got a nice body, carved out body and everything else. But she's not the only one with a nice carved out body. She's not the only one that's able to do X, Y, and Z. She's not the only light brown skinned female that indulge in those activities. There's literally another one down the street. So why would I come deal with you when I go deal with this other person and with this person even a little bit more because they are less hazard. They're quiet. You wouldn't know. Business is business. Let's play this one out.
Man, it's Fargo, and I'm back with another video for y'all. Today we have Kai Ceant, bro. Like, what is Kai Ceant not getting into on the internet, bro? He's always into something. But today is not his fault, man. A OF clout demon basically is trying to extort him, trying to expose him, trying to blackmail him for basically paying for box. But if y'all new to the channel, man, make sure you hit the sub button, hit that like button, and let's get into the video, man. So the first thing I want to talk about is these screenshots that she posted all over the internet, initially trying to expose Kai Ceant, man. Now, initially, she posted a screenshot of Kai Ceant, you know, sending her $5,000 for some box, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I first saw this, I went to the replies, and it was a reply with Kai talking to Yachty on his podcast, saying that he just doesn't trick on females. He don't pay for that.
I'm curious.
Okay, talk to me.
You be tricking?
Do I be tricking?
You be tricking?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
But remember,
Absolutely
remember
not.
though, you can.
No, we could get into this.
And listen. I know the first thing to do is just to say, I get it. That's the cool thing to do. But you can be honest here, bro.
No, I don't. I know nobody is seeing this shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly.
Nobody's fucking seeing this shit. It's between us three.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could just cash at me. Whoa!
Oh, no, you lost the game already, dude.
Whoa! Like,
bro.
like
Oh, you lost the game already.
bro, I'm like,
Lost.
you think? Well, I'm like, what
How
do you
did
think
that?
this
Okay,
is?
so how did you react? Tell us how to.
Bro, I'm like,
walk us through that.
okay, I'll be honest. She
All right,
like. So you can cash at me. I said, what you mean cash at? She like, send me some money. I'm like, so how much you want? I forgot the amount you said. It was like it was over a band. Like any,
Over?
Which is
over- over a
outrageous.
band.
Which is outrageous.
Over?
Nah, which is
Always
outrageous.
outrageous.
I think, bro. I
What
just
is
think
the appropriate
asking-
number?
There's no appropriate.
There's no
number.
appropriate number, bro. Like, bro, like, what
There's
the
no-
fuck? I got you an Uber here, bitch. You get out here, ride here, and a ride back.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
After seeing this, Kai gets on stream and he talks about, you know, the situation lightly. The situation really wasn't that big at first. And he was just saying, I'm going to see you in court. This happened before. We got counters to that, basically. Like, that was it. That was supposed to be the end of that. And that was supposed to be it.
I see some more dumb shit. Y'all probably know. You probably know, bro. Okay. You know. All right. It's some dumb shit, clout chasing, weird ass shit going on right now, bro. But it's all right, though. It's all right, though, chat. I'll see you in court. Got you. Okay. Listen to me. Okay. I can explain, bro. Listen to me, chat. I can explain, bro. I can explain. All right, chat. Some weird shit going on right now. Some weird clout chasing shit going on right now, bro. And you know what's so crazy? Do you know that shit was in the beginning of 2023? All the shit that y'all see right now, it's 2023 shit, bro. You feel me? Like, god damn, bro.
Now, in response to that, she retweets that same video of Kai saying all that, and it's more evidence that she brings up. Now, this is when we get into the different dates of sending $5,000, where she definitely messes up. I'm gonna be honest. And she responds with more evidence, and this is where everything falls apart for her.
You know what else is some crazy ass shit? Like, niggas always be recording bitches and always be exposing bitches and all this shit like that. But when a motherfucker get put on the spot back, then it's a motherfucking problem. Now you mad, huh? Because I'm trying to get my coins, bitch? This how the fucking game go. Charge it to the game, bitch. Stop crying. All y'all motherfucking weak ass niggas just mad. Lame assholes. Fuck you talking about? Don't be mad because I want my bag from the shit. You damn right. I got some of my bag, but I ain't get all of it, bitch. And guess what? This story gonna give me the rest. I bet you that. If I just would have got my money, I would have shut up.
She hurt herself financially. I'm sorry. Nobody, like I said, keep saying over and over again, nobody wants to take a flight risk of somebody that's a loudmouth. If you are planning on robbing a bank, right, and it's supposed to be you and one other individual, right, you don't want to rob a bank with somebody and they talking about, oh, hey, I'm going to put this on Instagram. I'm going to be loud with it. You didn't give me my cut. You didn't do this, that, and the third. Like really being a flight risk of doing this, any sort of work. Regardless if he did or he didn't. He didn't. I know he didn't, but well, he already proved that he didn't. But I'm just saying, in a hyper schemes of, let's say, for the sake of this conversation, he did, right? By her displaying this sort of behavior, she can use finances as far as being on his show. It don't like transaction doesn't always have to be financial. Transaction doesn't always have to mean, okay, I had to pay you in cash. Kai Ceant is really a big streamer on Twitch. She can simply turn around and like be on his show from time to time and get paid by keep showing up on his show. Don't have to do anything. Don't have to sleep with him. Dance around, play some video games, talk some smack, play a drinking game, or just be a special guest, and will get attention that way. Is really that much of an easy grab, but she got too greedy. She was smelling herself, and now she about to catch a big L because of this. This is just it's easy.
Well, I mean, since I'm going to court, I might as well leak the nudes, the addy, the videos. Bet you I hit that link in my bio. Video coming soon. Another thing, if your house and all this stuff is under NDA and all this shit, and you can't record and all this shit, why did you be back 3 weeks ago to come sign the NDA then and promise to pay me money after that and before? You don't try to flip this around. You got exposed because you didn't come with the second half of the payment that you hit me up about. Let's tell about how you hit me up about all of this. Now, who extorting who? Come on now, y'all. Of course he was going to come back with a story saying he going to sue me. How else was he going to look good to the blogs? I mean, you like a certified trick right now. Duh. Did y'all know that selling pussy in New York is legal? Oh, yeah, Vegas too.
The first mistake she makes is to keep posting about the situation, bro. She already said, see you in court. You have evidence, right? You know what I'm saying? Why are you posting this on the internet? Like, you're making this way worse for yourself because he's really going to sue you. This is Kai Ceant we're talking about. He's not broke, bro. He has money. He can pay for lawyers. I'm not really sure if you want to get into a legal battle with Kai Ceant. Most of these niggas have endless money. They always keep getting subs, always keep getting money. Lawyer fees is nothing to them. But let's just get into the next mistake that she made. The next mistake she made was saying, oh, I wouldn't do all this if you just sent me the money, the other half of the money, aka another $5,000. And this all falls apart later down the line when Kai responds to all this in an infamous stream last night. Now, last night, Kai makes a tweet saying addressing / exposing
You got the
everything right
LeBron
now.
meme,
You want
bruh.
attention, so here's your attention.
Yep.
We live. So Kai, he goes
Yep.
live and he just basically ethers her. It's over. He provides evidence. He talks about the 2 payments from October and November that she posted on Twitter of $5,000 or $10,000 altogether. And the biggest evidence he has is bringing up his Apple Pay transactions from 2023, and he runs down every single one.
You want to go ahead and lie and say, I sent you this money. Now, I could have easily run in my text messages and just easily just showed it. It just wasn't there. But I know that Twitter has the most annoying on the internet. Wait, Kai, you could just delete it, gang. Kai, that doesn't prove anything, Kai. You could just delete it. Hold on, you forgot. This is my phone. Here we go. Here we go. Screen record, as you guys can see. Thank you, Apple, for the wallet.
Yep.
Let's go to transactions of 2023. Let's go to, let me see, October for me, please. Okay, as you can see, these are my good friends. There's an Escalade in there that my dudes get 2,000 whenever she wants. She get whatever she want. Okay, nothing there. She's saved as Layla Red in my phone. On God, you're saved as Layla Red in my phone. Kiara Rush, I'm on you now. Kiara Rush, we call you KR now.
KR.
All right, go to November. Stop. Flyer artist, hairstylist, facial lady, flyer artist. Layla Red, $50.
$50.
Dumbass Uber.
$50.
I got you a Uber. $50. What you talking about, nigga? The only receipt there is you, $50. So wait, hold on, Kiara Rush. So not only did you lie, but you Photoshop and these dumb niggas really ran with it?
Now, it's clear as day that he sent her $50 for an Uber, and it says November 10th, 2023. That's the exact same date that she tried to post on Twitter and tried to say that he sent her $5,000. And I think she doctored it up. And I'm going to tell y'all why. When she screen recorded and posted more quote-unquote evidence on Twitter, somebody screenshotted her screen recording because she went to her home screen. And on her home screen, it's an app called Retouch. Like, bro, oh my God. Like, it's clear as day that she doctored this thing up. And it's another tweet that somebody made, shout out to him, that shows how you can just easily doctor up a message to make it look like somebody sent you $5,000. I'm going to let y'all see it here. And for all the people that's probably going to think,
Just dumb for what? I don't understand. I don't understand of the greed, of the selfishness, of for what? Because this story is not going to go away. It's going to be like next year, next 6 months. She's going to get what? She's going to get Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? She, like, when Tasha K was doing the whole situation with Cardi B, and Cardi B did not, she put the money down. She put the situation down. She dismissed the case after it was said. But Cardi B did not play with Tasha K. Tasha K suffered what? She had to pay $1 million or something to that amount back to Cardi B of the whole situation, and she couldn't do it. She had to literally move out the states because she couldn't do it. This is going to be another situation of where she's going to pay a hefty sum of a certain amount, and she's done. And it's not like she can go to, my OnlyFans would pay it. He bought the domain of your name. The domain, unless you come out with another name, that's still going to be bought out after the fact, because the first thing you do when you type in her name, right? You're not going to see it up there. You're going to see his videos or whatever he discussed about what is she's doing. With the stuff that she lied about. It's done. It's done. Like, she's done. She is done. She is done, bro. Like, I don't understand. For what? For $50. Not for $50. You're trying to extort the man for 5 bands. Even further. And you try to be slick by conjure up the whole text thread and try to make it more than what it is, and it's not. You played yourself, man. You like, plays yourself to the highest degree.
Think like, yo, it's just clearly a picture, bro. It's clearly a picture. It has the download thing on the side. If you click the download thing, it will go away and it looks like a regular transaction for $5,000. That's how easy it is to doctor up a screenshot and make it look like something that it's not. What I forgot to mention before is that she signed in, like what happened with the last situation with the other girl that tried to lie on him, the whole thing with his friend, that situation that happened. I'm sure Kai is having every single person that walks in and out his room sign an NDA.
I don't blame
about
you.
anything.
Protect yourself.
Not for an incident that has no jokes to be with, and I should have. I spared you. I spared you. I spared you. I let you drag my name. There was a scenario in January of 2023 that was very serious, and millions of people seen it. And I was on the verge of stop doing what I'm doing just because of that one a lie. It never got to court because it was a lie, and I kept my mouth shut because. You feel me? But I really should have got you too. But congrats to Kiara Rush. You are now the example.
He gonna
After
make an
Kai
example
talks
out
about
of
the
you.
NDA
Damn
and
right.
Revenge Corn, he reveals that
He's
he
not
bought
pulling
the
back
domain
now.
to her name, bro. The domain, bro. And if you go to the website right now, it says KiaraRush.com. Kiara Rush exposed as a liar, bro. So he literally just has clips of exposing her, basically, of the liar for the liar that she is.
She gotta change up her name.
Oh my God! We got you, bitch. Hold on. Wait. Here is the KiaraRush.com website. Kiara Rush exposed as a liar.
Now, it's one thing I do want to talk about, and it's the Cash App. She did leak his number, and somebody went and put that number in Cash App. And it showed a Kai Ceant Cash App from April of 2018. I'm not sure if this is his Cash App. Before she posted all this stuff, she basically was blackmailing Kai, trying to ask for a shopping spree. I'm saying that I'm going to post this video if you don't give me any money or anything like that. Another thing is this transaction that she basically tried to say that it was from Kai Ceant. But the initial transaction was in November, right, of 2023. Why does she have a screenshot from April of 2024, April 2nd? And another part that makes me believe Kai's side even more is the fact that he's just suing her in general. Because if he did pay $5,000, if you sue somebody, a discovery does have to be made when it comes to the court system and stuff like that. So they have to gather evidence, and that has to be shown to the jury. And if he's basically paying her to, you know, do a deed, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. That's illegal in all 50 states. So why would he risk his, you know, career, his life to sue somebody when he was doing something illegal? It just doesn't make sense. Bro, I actually thought this nigga was paying. Like, I can't even lie. That Yachty podcast definitely got me. I was like, yo, I put two and two together. I'm like, damn, my nigga. He's paying for Box, like, oh, he said it on the podcast that he would never, like, oh, like. But that's all I gotta say about this, man. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, bro. You about to be at 50K. It's Fargo, and I'm out, man.
A weird situation, friend. A weird situation. And we're gonna listen to 2 more videos, and then we're about to get off of this situation, and I'm just gonna get some bed and everything else. But you just gotta be careful of who you're dealing with, of who you're talking to, regardless if you're a famous person or not a famous person. You just gotta be careful, period. Because if you mess around and you talk to an individual and get involved with an individual, and you don't do, even with a vetting phase, because people can switch up on you in an instant. I had that happen to me before. I know other people that happened to them before. I'm not talking about this situation. I'm just talking about you talk to somebody, you think all things is cool and whatever the case might be. Next thing you know, you dealing with the most because of you allow one snake into your circle. That's with friends, that's with family, that's with anything. So you have to be mindful of who is in your circle, what they're doing. I'm not saying that if you're a regular civilian, have people to sign NDAs left and right, but you should do thorough check of where, okay, let me try to see who this person is. Let me try to see who this how this person moves and things of that nature, and then you go from there. You know.
Situation yesterday where streamer Kai Ceant was basically being held ransom, virtually that is, by an OF girl / corn star named Layla Red. These two apparently had a relationship at some point last year after he met her during a stream.
Hey, where you at?
I'm in the A2.
Oh, not with me though.
I know. That's why we here.
I'm gonna pull up on you.
Say on God.
And I guess things eventually got deeper for them. And now she is using their time together to try and publicly extort one of the biggest streamers right now. But she's so dumb that she didn't use the blackmail against him correctly. She skipped way too many steps and went right to trying to expose him to the public. Not to even mention, this man made her sign an NDA, so a lot of what she has done is illegal. She's saying things like Kai owes her hush money, and that he allegedly even paid for her to sleep with him.
Well, I mean, since I'm going to court, I might as well leak the news, the Addy, the video.
Dumb. She about to lose
But I hit that link in my bio.
Bro.
Video coming soon.
This woman reminds me a lot of that other corn star that tried to expose
And
Zion
her,
Williamson
bro, she
last
went away too. She went away. I remember last year she was a big headache for Zion. She was everywhere. Everywhere. I'm not sure she's pregnant. I don't think she has his kids. I think that was a lie. But she was everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Won't shut up. Like just tweet this, tweet that. She tweeted the NBA. She tweeted everybody. Like everybody know her name, this and that nature. That's crazy. Oop. That's crazy.
And went on that ridiculous Twitter tirade where she made herself look absolutely horrible in the process, all in an attempt to expose Zion. That bitch was out here tagging the NBA and Adam Silver and shit, talking about she did a tornado trick on his eggplant. And look at my boy Zion now, balling out once again. Now, when it comes to Kai, he did the best thing possible and immediately responded to these allegations, and it turned into a pretty great reverse Uno moment. So this was the initial post that I saw about this situation. She came forward with this via Twitter, where I guess she was pretty much trying to promote her OF page like we saw Juice WRLD's ex-girlfriend do recently. I mean, y'all know these OF girls are absolutely shameless. They'll do anything to get that dollar. And obviously, I'm not going to show you these pictures because they're actually revenge corn, obviously. But she says, full video of me and Kai Ceant, link in bio. It was so good, too. And let's be honest, guys, if you see your favorite streamer or rapper or some sort of entertainer, famous person,
you go out there to look at it, I can't do
exposed
it.
on the timeline, if your first thought is to run and go watch it, to run and go pay for it, you need to seek some sort of psychiatric help. She also says, when Kai know what to do when you come around. And this is where this $5,000 Apple payment allegation comes from, where she claims he was paying for the goodies. Now, this is Kai's initial response. He would go on to absolutely flame her throughout the day. Here he's showing his Apple payment history.
She's saved as Layla Red in my phone. On God. You're saved as Layla Red in my phone. Kiara Rush, I'm on you now. Kiara Rush, we call you KR now. All right? Go to November. Stop.
So as you guys can see there in the Apple Pay history, Layla Red for $50, okay? And I guess he's basically trying to say here, no, I did not pay to smash some old retired corn star turned OF washed up woman. All I paid for was the trip home.
Layla Red, $50 for your fucking dumbass Uber, bitch. I got you a fucking Uber, bitch. $50, bitch. What you talking about?
So obviously Kai was beyond outraged in this situation. And he's really trying to go the extra mile here to not only clear his name, but to also expose this corn star.
Yeah.
And I guess this was her response to him saying that all he paid.
He has to. When he said he had to make her an example, he has to make her an example. This is like the second or third time, because if you don't stop this situation, forget her. There were going to be another her coming out with the woodworks, right? For somebody to really go out their way. You paid them $50 for them to come to your place, right? For them to go around and false document and hype themselves up. Oh, he paid me $5,000 when all of that was a lie. Just to extort them for what? False documents. Just to really go out of her way just to do that. Really went out of her way just to do that. Just to all that effort. All that effort to set the Texas in a certain way, to change the certain dates in a certain way, and to have the guts, knowing that you signed an NDA, to post it. And not only just post that, post pictures and exclusive images online. Like the mindset is like, if you could just put that same energy, she already got her OnlyFans page. She could put that same energy to her page. She could put that same energy by driving back to his house and, I don't know, play a game, truth or dare drinking game, Connect 4, and like get her business jump off even higher than just doing that. This is petty. This is stupid. This is very ignorant. And then, you know, she deserved to lose every sort of cent. You know what I'm saying? Everything that she done, she was trying to run off with 5K or 10K. Now you're struggling to get 10K. Or you're going to be in a negative of 10K. She and shoot, this is going to cause some sort of damage. This is going to cause embarrassment of some sort because a lot of people was questioning. A lot of people was looking at him sideways. So, and he has lawyers, so it's not going to be that hard just to draft certain things up.
For was the Uber, where she says, when the biggest streamer in the world pay for and lie to hide the truth, LOL. She would then go on to share this message: grown men pay for. And listen, guys, I know they say all the time to not judge a book by its cover, but if we can learn anything from the last couple videos I've made, it's that sometimes you have to use your brain, and you can just literally sometimes see a woman or see a man and know what they're all about. Now, here's where she continues to post this photo of Kai Ceant nude in bed. It looks like she took this picture while this man was sleeping, and he basically has his junk out. And yes, this would qualify as revenge porn. She says, trying to sue me after buying is wild. LOL, you go into jail too, clown. You breached the contract, and so did I. Guess your bitch ass be in a cell right next to me.
That's not how it
and
works.
She would even take to TikTok to drop this video response to Kai.
Everybody keep asking me about all the dates. See, he's not showing y'all shit from this year. I showed y'all last year and this year. He's just showing y'all last year, and he's showing from another iCloud. See, that's how dumb people is. It's a whole nother iCloud, shorty. I'm showing proof from our most recent leak up, which was 3 weeks ago.
Now, to be fair to her, do I think that someone with as much money, clout, and status as Kai Ceant would only have one phone that he's doing Apple Pay on? Absolutely not.
Where he paid me to delete anything that I had on him, which was the agreement. And I was cool with that.
Wait, so did he pay you to delete information about him, or did he pay you to sleep with him? Because you're alleging two different things right now. Your story really is not adding up.
You gotta understand, like, I'm in the industry. Everything I get is insurance. Period, point blank. I don't know y'all. I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna always protect myself at the end of the day. So yes, I did collect insurance. You damn right, just like he did when he recorded my voice.
And the insurance she's talking about is all these different materials that she had to expose him, like that picture of him laying naked asleep in bed. I mean, when it comes to Kai, he was just an absolute idiot for messing around with someone like this. Like the saying is very true. You lay down with dogs and you're likely going to get fleas.
To act like you didn't pay me, bitch, now you got me.
You just got to be mindful, man and woman. You just got to be mindful of who you're dealing with. You got to. It's a sad thing. Like, you try to do adult activities and you think it's supposed to be just agreement. Got to just doing the do and y'all going about your business. But a lot of people have hidden agendas. If they ain't going to go their way, they're going to try to turn around and self-sabotage or try to disrupt your business or try to have throw dirt in your name. Period. Kai Ceant, he's a great streamer. He's a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? He's well off. You deal with a girl that is desperate for money and for attention, you're going to get in trouble. Period. Why would you deal with a certain individual? I mean, yeah, she looked good. I looked at her Twitter and oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Of how she looks. She looked great. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, I'm just saying, like, she looks, I get it. You know what I'm saying? She looks good. Nice body, nice this and the third. You get the whoop-de-woo with her. Nobody's in there. And you can do everything that you want. And she allowing you to do that. Right? But after that 1 hour of fun or whatever the case might be, now she can hold that over your head. And she went to the mile. You know how long and how much time you have to spend to not only, if it's fake, right? Because they go into court, right? If it's fake, to set up a fake screenshot of hyping up your body and saying like, oh, it was good, I'm gonna pay you 5 bands, and oh, where's the other 5 bands, to really dress up your story? Do you know the energy behind of just simply just doing that? It's a lot. Even if she sent somebody else to do it, you still require somebody, you spending money still to get somebody to do that so that you can sneak your way and steal money from somebody else. It still requires a lot of energy, regardless if she did it by herself or she got somebody else to do it. It's a lot. Just for you to turn around and get sued. Crazy.
And now I gotta expose you.
So basically what this woman is saying is that she wants to be viewed as a hooker. She wants to be viewed as someone who is down for the pay for play. I don't think that's the flex that she thinks it is.
I am to post the transaction ID for the payment that you just recently made to me.
I mean, does anyone really care if Kai went out and was tricking on this chick? Absolutely not. Entertainers, athletes, people of status, they're doing this stuff every single day to all kinds of women. Normal women, industry women, corn stars. I mean, for these types of chicks, I have to believe that's kind of like their whole game.
Stop acting like you don't know why I'm doing this right now. Everything was cool until you didn't want to pay me my money, my hush money. And that's when it became a problem. You made this a problem.
I can't lie to you guys. This has to be one of the dumbest individuals that we've ever seen on my channel. Like, she's trying to expose him, but the whole time she's just exposing herself and her.
She exposing herself in a way because, like I keep saying throughout this whole video, nobody really want to take a flight risk. If I am, regardless if Kai Ceant is doing the paying for it or he's not paying for it, there's an individual out there who's paying for it. There's an individual out there who don't want his or her name to be exploited of engaging with activities with this individual and try to keep a public image, a positive public image. If you are engaging in certain behaviors with this individual and you are indulging in adult fun, right? In that regard, that creates public shame when indulging in that sort of activity, hands down, right? So in order to avoid that sort of circumstance, do it behind the scenes, pay it behind the scenes, things of that nature. By her walking around, running around, driving around, posting videos with her loud mouth, nobody's going to feel that much comfortable as they were before of, hey, I am willing to take that risk with you and risk my reputation. If she has clientele, nobody's willing to do that. And she could have a lot more. Like, I don't understand the math. Like, okay, you don't get 5K, or okay, you don't this, that, and the third. But she can simply turn around and say, hey, let me get to your show. Hey, let's do this, that, and the third, so that she can still get more attention, and people that's watching her stream go flock to her Instagram. And then in her Instagram, in her bio, she can simply say, hey, this is my OnlyFans, or hey, this is my Twitter. And then boom, getting like that is really not that hard. But this individual is so stupid. So let's keep going.
Potential mini crimes.
Thank you for giving yourself another charge, dumb.
She even went out of her way to leak this man's number.
All right, here's the screen record for you guys. Up, down.
See? Now, by flight risk.
Message.
Flight risk.
Didn't have to lie.
And this clip right here would actually result in her getting banned from Instagram, which I'm sure, like all the other OF girls, when it comes to promoting her page, you know, OF and Instagram go together like bread and butter. That's where they lure in all the simps.
See, if I just would have got my money, I would have shut up.
Well, you're definitely not going to get your money now, chick. As a matter of fact, I think you're going to be sending portions of your paycheck to Kai Ceant for quite some time. And honestly, crashing out over like $5,000 is definitely not fucking worth it. Now, this is where Kai Ceant really becomes a savage in this situation. He took a page out of 50 Cent's book, and he's being extra petty with the people trying to play with his name.
So, Layla, I have bought your domain. Now, you might ask, what does that mean, Kai? It means every time somebody types in Kiara Rush, anytime somebody types in Layla Red, the first website that they will click on is all the lies you've told me, all the crimes you've done, all the dumb shit you just put yourself in to f up your life. So no, your OF link won't pop up first. No, Pornhub or anything like that won't pop up first. Oh, no. The top link will be Kiara Rush, okay? Showing everything that you've done.
So obviously the man is playing chess while this woman is out here not even playing checkers, okay? This bitch is playing like tic-tac-toe. And this is what you see when you go to these websites that Kai Ceant set up.
KiaraRush.com. Oh my God!
Got her. Got her right there. That's her in her business. That's her in everything else. Because you're not going to be able to look up her name. I mean, you can still look it up if you go to OnlyFans and go through extra steps. But if you type her name right out straight, you're not going to see her name coming up and it'd be that much easier access. You know what I'm saying? She really hurt her business by doing this crap. She really hurt her business in a negative way, you know, just for attention. Straight stupid. It's straight stupid. And she's going to lose money because of that. She might gain a little bit, but what he's about to sue, in my opinion, I don't know.
We got you, bitch. Every single clip for anybody who messes up. Oh, wait, I don't know Kiara's real name. Hold on, we don't know it. Oh, no. No matter what, for the rest of your life, this will be here.
I mean, I won't lie to you guys. That is a pretty damn good power play right there. And apparently Kai was even out here smoking on that Layla Red pack, dancing around. I don't know. This whole shit is hilarious. I mean, she really thought she was going to make him look bad. And she really kind of just turned this into a W for him. And then she has the audacity to try and allege some very serious allegations against him, even if it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek here.
Oh, we taking people to court? Well, shit. I'm ready to take you to court, little P. Diddy Jr.
That's not going to do anything.
You tried to sell me to one of your homies and all that shit. Don't forget about I got all that in the teeth, too.
So she's calling him P. Diddy Jr., insinuating that he is a trafficker because he went to one of his boys and told people what she's all about. I mean, clearly she prides herself on being for play, but now she wants to act like it's some sort of Diddy situation when it's convenient for her. That doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Come on now, y'all. Of course he was going to come back with a story saying he going to sue me. How else was he going to look good to the blogs? I mean, you like a certified trick right now. Duh.
And you're what? A certified hooker and proud of it? Truly do not understand how an individual can be this low IQ. I mean, just look at the face there. It's not screaming Harvard graduate. But I want to know what you guys think about this situation down below. Just based on the way the two of them are talking, I think that Kai really does have the checkmate here if he really wants it. And I think he is going to exercise his option to be as petty as possible for a very long time against this woman. Like, at the end of the day, we know that people who have excess amounts of money and excess amounts of fame are likely paying for women to be with them in one way or another. Even if it's not like a physical money payment thing, it might be a status thing. It might be a Birkin bag thing. I'm just saying, this type of situation is not rare at all. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all of this down below. As always, also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other money and clout chasing thoughts out here.
On the last video,
so I'm out.
for this video.
Peace.
And we're going to be on to something else right now. Oh, hold on. That's not the video we want to talk about. We're going to talk about our favorite guests. And we're going to be done with it. Talk about the Fresh and Fit video. And this is the last video I really want to talk about before I go. Because really, to be honest with y'all, like, not only that this stuff is just trying to hold on, I'm sending the text. But not only that, like, these people really trying to have discussions of what is a high value man, what is a good individual that is supposed to be doing the most of getting their stuff together. And for anybody that just simply just get on their stream and just say anything or what they want to do or how to do. Now, don't get me wrong. At the beginning of this YouTube channel, way beginning, like years ago, I was with it. Not with the Fresh and Fit, but with the red pill mindset of self-improvement. of getting your stuff together, of, you know, doing the right thing, of clearing your credit, getting your moving out, focus on yourself, things of that nature. Don't try to talk to and chase many chicks, this and that, and the third. That was the idea, not the toxic end of, oh, you know, like the brunt, like, oh, view humans as objects and this and that nature. Like, some of that bothers me in a way, because it's like, I don't see my mom like that. I don't see my female friends like that. There's certain things and certain avenues that I had issue with it. Only thing I really took from it was having a better way of talking to people overall, talking to females as far as the dating goes, understanding dynamics of dating, like seeing and getting a concept of interest level, knowing hypergamy, things of that nature, and learning how to deal with certain situations from time to time. You know, I read Rollo Tomarsi's, I think, what, 1, 2, I got the books on my shelves. I got 3 books, the first 3 books. You know, and from his perspective, and I read other people's books. I read AMS books, you know what I'm saying? And he's not on, in my opinion, now he's funny, but he's not the ones where I have concerns about when it comes to that sort of manosphere, in that section of the manosphere. And too many people in that sort of side of YouTube are too greedy. Everybody try to be this number one individual, number one coach, or whatever the case might be, and doing the utmost of just talking crazy towards each other when anybody can get the slice of the pie. But I really want to discuss it. I want to get out the way because Fresh, Walter is an idiot. Myron, you gotta be damn kidding me. Like, you can't accuse Abba and preach of being, I'm trying to find the right word. There's really no right word, being gay, okay? And you are indulging in homosexual activities. Now, I don't have no problem with people that's in the LGBT community. I don't have a problem if anybody that's gay. Everybody has the right to love or whoever they want to love. But one thing I do not like is when an individual claims that another individual is this, and they try to use it as a slender tactic when themselves engage in that tactic of what they accuse it of, which is crazy. So it's about 8 minutes video. I might make it 16, and then after that, I'm gonna check the deuces, get to bed, and get ready for work tomorrow.
About Fresh and Fit. Last time we caught up with their dynamic duo, Myron was crying about saving men.
Saving children, right? That was great. But saving you guys is better.
And Frog doing his usual thing, looking confused. It's like he's constantly thinking about if he left the stove on at home, and it's all that occupies his brain. Over the last couple of months, I have noticed videos popping up in my recommendations where the Fresh and Fit viewers call into their show just to roast Walter, calling him the useless, weak link on the show who is essentially leeching off of Myron.
From the outside looking in, it looks almost like you're leeching. So a lot of people look at you and they go, wait, man, I can do that better than he can. I can talk better than he can. So that's why people look at you and they go, yeah, no, we don't really for that guy.
And he just sitting there
Objectively
just
speaking,
taking
from the outside looking in, it looks like your progress is super slow. We see this other fucking dude on the other side of the table working hard, day in, day out, losing sleep, grinding the whole time, talking about equipment, doing a whole bunch of other shit. And it just seems like you're just going to the club and twerking.
And while it is clear that they both have their roles in their success, we all know who's driving this ship. Either way, Walter is the star of today's video. Remember, this is the same man who claimed to have a body count in the thousands.
So for me,
I wish I would figure out how to just live stream stuff back then, because this would be a good video to sit down talking about. Like, all the stuff that they get themselves into is insane. It's insane, bro. You know what I'm saying? Having 1,000, you claim that you slept with 1,000 bodies, and how you're able to sleep with 1,000 body is insane. But also lied about, oh, hey, you went to this sort of location, you met an NBA player, and you were able to sleep with 3 women at one time. Like, what? Like, no, bro.
I was at a point where 3 a day was
easily done through
3 a
Instagram,
day is not
and that's what I
insane.
did.
I'm Myron Gaines, and my business partner, Fresh CEO. We're two guys pulling girls in one of the most competitive markets, Miami, Florida. We run a podcast helping men how to navigate the current sexual market. Our lay count is over the 3 figures.
And also got finessed a few years back by some chick who was openly going around saying she finesses men for money.
Could you at least tell the jury how long you've known her? 1 month.
First day that I met you, having that genuine conversation on the boat, like
on the yacht. On the boat.
Now I really bring Fresh up today because our boy is in some hot water. He woke up to that "I'm late" text after he did not strap up with the latex, allegedly that is. And this is the woman who is claiming to be pregnant with his child. She leaked text messages and voicemails that were allegedly from Frogger himself. Basically, the man wants to cross the street without getting hit by a car. He wants to abort the mission, and she's not having any of that. You always told me.
And you can't make a video talking about self-improvement and taking responsibility and criticize the opposite gender or the same gender. Just criticize anybody about not taking responsibility, is not being a man or being a high value person, because that would naturally, when you hear high value individual, you will hear an individual that got this stuff together. You will hear the individual that's doing the right thing. You will hear the individual that takes responsibility, because in order for you to have your stuff together, like let's say rent is due on the 1st, right? Instead of wasting your rent money on whatever the case might be, doing the right thing is paying for the rent. Let's say you have an exam next week, right? And instead of you going to the club or going to parties, whatever the case might be, and not study, and not study and play around and being a goofball, doing the right thing is taking the loss of going outside and taking the task of doing the right thing, studying, staying up night from time to time and study and getting some good sleep so that when the test comes, you pass the test. That's doing the right thing. That's being high value. It's a mindset thing. You feel me? Not about, okay, well, I had this financial means and I can just do whatever I want and I can just sleep multiple females unprotected. It's one thing, it's just with one, but multiple, and you claim multiple, that's nasty. Swabbing DNA, that's nasty. For what? And I heard the lady that got caught up in this mess that claimed that she's pregnant. I heard she deleted she got hacked and her Instagram got deleted, but she also disabled her Twitter. Until further development, and I might be wrong, and I hope I'm not wrong, I feel like she is really doing the legal proceedings of taking his behind to court and making him pay for that child support. There's a lot of news that's going to come out in the next few months. There's a lot of contact that's coming in the next few months. You got individuals with the whole Kai Ceant situation. That's going to be growing in the next few months. That's a perfect content to talk about on my channel. And he got this situation with the whole pregnancy. And it might be more. We're in April. And we're in middle of April dealing with the situation. Middle of April. You feel me? So by May, we might hear something else. So let's keep going.
You wanted me to be your baby's mother. I love you and did everything to be a good girlfriend. Now this is happening. You walked away. I think I want to keep the baby. I don't want to kill alive. I want you to think carefully and take responsibility. So she wants to keep the baby, i.e. she wants a scholarship at the Frogger community for the next 18 years. While on the other hand, he just wants this situation to be over ASAP.
I want the baby because I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
No. God wants you to have a baby. 7 years never happened. And then you're f***ing me for a month and I'm pregnant.
The funniest part is this all goes directly against everything they preach not to do when it comes to men quote-unquote protecting themselves. They shit on women all day who fit this exact profile to a T. And she managed to convince these guys that she comes from money and that she's somehow not a gold digger. He was out here buying her expensive gifts, tricking off his simp subscribers' hard-earned money. And the thing is, this all could have been very easily avoided. She even posts text messages from beforehand where she apparently had another pregnancy scare, and she even told him that he would not be so lucky next time, insinuating that if he continued to shoot up her club, that she would get pregnant. Of course, after these texts started spreading around online, they had to come in with a response.
We had people come at us. We've had death threats at us. People can laugh at every time we can go through some bullshit. So you motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm not going anywhere.
I mean, the man is damn near breaking down in tears over his boy getting a thought pregnant.
And instead of him, because I seen the clip of him smashing and yelling at people. Like, look at that face. Look at that face. Let me see. Yeah, pointing the right direction. Look at that face of anger. Look at that face of anger. Instead of having that sort of anger towards the people who was calling out Fresh for behaving in a certain ignorant way, he should be sending that anger towards him. This is self-inflicted. This is not, it happens and it's a false accusation. Like, no, he admitted that, hey, he busted down a certain individual and he don't wear protection. He got a pregnancy scare the first time and he refused to warn the second time. I remember there was videos of them talking about, oh, she's not an escort, things of that nature. And as soon as the situation comes out and about, all of a sudden, oh, we're down to discover that she's an escort. You know, like it's just crazy.
In fact, he broke down about this entire thing, yelling on his soapbox to the world about how hard their life is creating content on the edge.
It's hard, and it's only hard because all this is self-inflicted. Oh man, it's really hard to drive around these cops, man. I keep getting tickets and tickets and tickets, but we have you on video crossing like committing crime in the streets, citation after citation. Oh, now I can't drive my car where I want because they took my license away from me because you're out here driving and driving like you're crazy. 2 to 2.
The thing is, though, guys, this was not some one-night stand. And while I do think her main motive in this situation is money, an opportunity for a better life, she also had a deeper relationship with this man, even going as far as to meet his mother, apparently. You know, in some cultures, I think you meet the mother and they start throwing the rice, they start hearing wedding bells. The way she tells it, the two actually met back in November of last year. She ends up meeting his family, she meets his friends. He defends her from various allegations that his audience had dug up. And she even claims that they had a very serious conversation where he said that she was the one. I mean, the guy was allegedly out here telling her that he loves her.
I love her. No, I don't. Love you, babe.
So the baby news drops, it goes viral, Fresh and Fit react poorly, like so bad their lawyer even told them to shut up about it.
But now is not the time to unleash the Kraken here. There is a lot being said right now, and I appreciate, Walter, that you are taking my advice and you are not saying it.
Abba and Preach would then interview this mystery pregnant woman.
I love Abba and Preach. I should have been doing these videos a long time ago. Like they have been. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be more content in the future. This is like confirmation that, hey, there's going to be potential more content in the future of where now it's going to be a this endless piles of content. Period. You know? Crazy.
And can we just take a moment to admire the pure pettiness of that entire concept? I mean, talk about pouring salt on the wound of your greatest nemesis. In this interview, Daisy does herself no favors.
Well, he's just making him like...
And which is true. She really explained everything, but you can't just meet somebody and think within a week or within a month. Because I know individuals who does this before. I know a family member who got married under 3 months. I think that's insane. But I also know an individual who got married, and there's individuals who got married under a month. Not know they got into some sort of show and it's within the first sight of marriage. But I think it's crazy to make a life-changing situation. What's crazier is knowing the fact that, hey, this person is re-engaging in adult fun, unprotected, and knowing the fact that, hey, I think this person is going to be a great dad for me within the first week. You cannot be that drunk in love or where you can make that decision as a man and especially as a woman. That's crazy.
Make him look like idiot right now, because clearly, like, he made that on public, and on the conversation you saw it. He calls me girlfriend, right? Are you gonna take someone to see your entire family if she's not your girlfriend?
But he's an
Travel
idiot.
to your home country? That's not reasonable.
Then I ask her, well, why do you not want to be intense about monogamy, but you are rushing to have a kid?
Yeah, I understand because I just felt like I just feel like I'm not that type of girl that I have to be with someone for years to get married, or if I like someone, I can have a kid with him for like a week.
So I do not find her to be trustworthy at all when it comes to her motives or how much she apparently loved Frogger. She
Yep.
says a whole lot of nothing here, but did provide some receipts and evidence of the depth of their relationship. The funniest thing to come out of this situation, though, is when Fresh and Fit try and now say this chick is an escort who likes to con men out of their money.
Now it makes sense why she has these phone numbers contacting her. Now it makes sense why she's on video negotiating prices for certain favors. But then she's running around and telling Abba and Preach and all these other simps, oh, I'm going to escort, and they're believing it. Ooh, okay, I believe it. Hey, man, like I said before, the truth will always come out.
Which were the very allegations their audience had levied against her when they first popped out on their podcast together.
She still took pictures that an escort would take. So she's still a hoe. And you gave a hoe a $30,000 bracelet, Fresh. So that's a hoe. You got exposed.
Yo, I saw pictures of her on an escort site where people clearly stole her photos and put her there. Bro, she's...
And this is within, few months apart from each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the truth always comes out. Oh, this, that, and the third. Like, he used to work for the feds. Myron, the one that's on the screen right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not a far-fetched. It's not really a far-fetched. Like, you make these people on sugar baby websites. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a simple conversation. It's not that far-fetched. Like, just by looking at her, okay, she seemed like the type of person who would date a certain individual with some money. Now, I'm not saying all individuals that look great you cannot naturally just have the assumption of, okay, every last individual that looked like an IG model only want to deal with me for money. That's not being respectful, because there's certain individuals who do not care about that. So, but the only way for you to figure out the who is who, have a conversation with her. She said, oh, I only want to date men who only makes $1 million or more. That's not a good look right here. That's not a good look. If I'm dealing with a female and she said, hey, I need a person that even makes $80,000 a year, that's a red flag for me. She said $1 million. That's NBA money. No.
Miss China, dude.
At the end of the day, admitting that about her just means that he fell in love and was prepared to have a child with not only a woman who he just met, but a woman who it should be apparent from the very jump, like the first second you see her, what she is most likely about. Red Pill God himself potentially got by the oldest trap in the book. And I can't say I did not see this coming, as he's not exactly the brains of this operation. This other guy is out here likely putting hot sauce in his condoms and shit. And you know Myron is so pissed off about the optics of this garbage. He even suggests at this point that he is going to get her deported from the country for just bringing this entire situation about.
And you best believe, I'm calling immigration on you. 100%.
At the end of the day, these guys are just a couple of goofs. I think that I've finally let go of the fact that they were willing to have my channel deleted to censor my videos about them, as it has been a couple of years at this point. So congratulations to Frogger and Daisy on the potential kid. Let me know when that registry comes out. I'll be sure to send you guys a very nice basset.
Oof. So that's really all the video I have for today. It's a lot. Really got into an hour and 30 minutes of just content of this video. Like I said, I'm really excited of doing this. I'm excited doing through my laptop, of sitting down and just discussing it, instead of, because it takes a lot of time to sit here and do it on your phone, record, edit, add music in the background, versus I could just come here, headphones, wire, mic, plug in the computer, press play, have my clips ready, discuss it, and boom, da boom, da boom, done. It is much easier doing that way. And just going straight through, no edits, just talk about this, that, and third. I don't care about the background. I don't care all this in the background. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in the background. I'm at the house, chilling, doing my videos, chilling. You know? Don't have to be this amazing thing in the background. Just how it starts, where it's at right now, and what it's going to look like in the next year or two, where I'm going to be in the next year or two. You know? It's a lot. Kind of tired, but it's a lot. And like I said, I'm just really excited for doing these videos. I'm excited to be back on YouTube. I need to start taking some of my videos that's from TikTok and start uploading it on YouTube and start discussing more about that part and going from there. But that's all I really have to say. Like, comment, subscribe. Take care.